Top 10 Taboo Movies, Episode 1. Welcome back to Pro Data Mine. Today we're diving into some of the most controversial and unsettling films ever made. These are movies that push boundaries with their themes, imagery, or subject matter, often called taboo films. Before we jump in, remember that these movies are not for everyone and can include extreme violence, sexual content, or deeply disturbing ideas. If you're up for exploring the dark corners of cinema history, then you're in the right place. Let's get started with our top 10 taboo movies. Episode 1. Cannibal Holocaust. This film's blend of documentary style and staged violence shook audiences. To this day, Cannibal Holocaust remains a prime example of how far horror filmmakers might go for realism, sometimes at ethical costs. Why it's taboo? Extremely graphic depictions of violence. It sparked controversy over animal cruelty and alleged snuff content, was banned in multiple countries, and led to legal battles for the director. Pink Flamingos. The movie proudly calls itself an exercise in poor taste. John Waters became known as the Pope of Trash, and Pink Flamingos is certainly not for the faint of heart. Expect outlandish moments that'll test your comfort zone. Why it's taboo? Intentionally shock-driven content, explicit and outrageous scenes. Celebrates bad taste, including bizarre, offensive humor. A Serbian Film, often cited as one of the most shocking films ever made. A Serbian Film tackles themes of exploitation and moral decay. It's so intense that many critics and viewers condemn it outright. Watch it only if you truly know what you're getting into. Why it's taboo? Scenes of sexual violence and extreme brutality. Banned or heavily censored in multiple countries. Salo, or the 120 Days of Sodom. Pasolini's film is both a political allegory and a relentless assault on the audience's comfort level. It challenges viewers to confront the horrors of absolute power and moral corruption. Why it's taboo? Depicts extreme acts of sadism, cruelty, and sexual violence. Explores the darkest corners of human depravity under a fascist regime. Nekromantik. Few films go as far as Nekromantik in exploring necrophilia as a central plot element. It's undeniably disturbing, raising questions about censorship, shock value, and what should or shouldn't be portrayed on screen. Why it's taboo? Depicts extremely graphic and unsettling sexual content involving corpses. Reflects on alienation and the taboo nature of death. The Human Centipede first sequence. This film's premise alone was enough to make it a viral sensation. While the actual on-screen gore might be less than people anticipate, the concept itself is so repulsive that it's commonly referenced as the definition of taboo horror. Why it's taboo? Revolves around a mad scientist who surgically connects people mouth to anus. Provocative marketing campaign that capitalized on disgust. Irreversible. Gaspar Noé uses cinematography and editing to literally make viewers feel nauseous at points. Irreversible is an experimental yet harrowing journey, challenging the audience with its raw depiction of violence and revenge. Why it's taboo? Extremely graphic and prolonged assault scene. Suffocating atmosphere that aims to unsettle viewers psychologically. Antichrist. Lars von Trier is known for pushing boundaries. Antichrist is visually stunning but brutal in its exploration of chaos and despair. It's arthouse horror at its most provocative. Why it's taboo? Graphic sexual violence, self-harm, and disturbing imagery. Themes of grief and mental anguish depicted in an extreme manner. Martyrs. A shining example of the new French extremity, Martyrs is known for taking viewers to the absolute brink of human suffering. It's more than just gore. It explores themes of pain, transcendence, and trauma. Why it's taboo: intensely graphic torture and psychological horror. Deeply nihilistic and relentlessly bleak atmosphere. Visitor Q. Takashi Miike is famous for challenging viewers, but Visitor Q takes it to a whole new level. It's a bizarre, offensive, and unforgettable ride that only the most daring cinephiles attempt to watch. Consider yourself warned. Why it's taboo: involves incest, necrophilia, extreme violence, and dark humor. A surreal critique of media exploitation and dysfunctional families. And there you have it, the top 10 taboo movies of our very first episode. Each of these films is controversial and disturbing in its own way, offering a glimpse into the extremes of cinema. They provoke strong reactions, and for some, that's exactly the point. What do you think of this list? Are there any taboo films you believe should be included next time around? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this countdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into cinema's strangest corners. Explore your potential with Pro Data Mine.